Hi guys, Football Cards and Stickers YouTube channel here, and welcome to the premiere of the booster box opening for the Topps Match Attax Extra 2013/14 trading card collection. As you can see, we have an unopened box here. It contains 100 packets within the box, and each packet costs 50 pence in the United Kingdom. And in each packet there's 5 players within that packet. As you can see, the booster box here, it has Ozil, Lukaku, Sergio Aguero, Luis Suarez, Wayne Rooney and Oscar on the front on that side, and same again there. Basically the same advertisements. On the back here we have the details where it's who owns the license, obviously Topps Europe Limited, and just basically gives details. So that's really nice. On the top we also have the feature where the paid for footballer Jack Wilshere under contract to Topps here. He signed 500 cards which may or may not be found in lucky boxes, and every time you register one of these cards, Topps donate a small amount of money to Sport Relief. So let's get the box open, and as you can see there's a little bit more advertisement on the box there, where it explains the situation. Topps and the Premier League will donate £100 to Stop Sport Relief for every signed card registered there. So let's hope we can find one, but I very much doubt it. So as we open the box, we have the retail sales poster, always a nice piece of merchandise. Let's have a look at that. So there it is again with the advertisement on Jack Wilshere, and of course the design of the picture packet there, 5 cards per packet as I mentioned earlier. There's some of these game changes which Topps have totally copied from Panini there, and of course their own version of hat-trick hero cards. Game changes look absolutely awful compared to the Panini effort, but I suppose Panini can't claim the rights to the name, obviously. As you can see, all packets are the same picture design for the Match Attax Extra, where they have Oscar, Suarez, Lukaku and Mesut Ozil on the front. As you see on the back there, you've got the barcode, which always knows that you're buying a retail packet. And then you have little information about the set there. Let's have a look at that. So we have over 150 cards to collect. Here's the insert card odds. Game changers are 1 in every 2.2 packets. Man of the match is 1 in every 3.8 packets. Hat-trick hero is 1 in every 16 packets. 100 clubs, 1 in every 38 packets. And also again it's saying look out for the special Jack Wilshere players there. So let's just move that back, and let's get this first pack open as we look to break the whole box in one video, guys. As you know, always better to do your booster boxes in one video. And we start off with one of the so-called game changer cards here, and it's Bradley Guzan, the keeper from Aston Villa. Let's have a look at the backings of the cards, exactly the same as the Topps Match Attax 2013/14 collection. So there's Bradley Guzan. Next up we have a Colaccini captain card, followed by Fabian Delph game changer, which is actually designed as a base card even. Next up we have Kyle Norton and an Oscar of Chelsea game changer card. Right, let's move these packs over here. So second pack, we have Andrea Dossena of Sunderland, followed by the very, very poor manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of Cardiff. Looks like he's taken those down back to the Championship. Next up we have the captain of Southampton, Adam Lallana. Next up the game changer Winston Reid from West Ham United, followed by a real game changer, Andros Townsend of Spurs game changer card there, 79 attack. Right, third pack. We have the fantastic Romelu Lukaku game changer card, currently injured as I speak. Next up we have Andy Wilkinson of Stoke, squad update, followed by Tim Krul game changer, Newcastle, Ashley Williams captain card, and finally Antonio Valencia, who has made it into the update part of Manchester United squads. Obviously didn't make the original collection. Alright, next pack we have Peter Odemwingie of Cardiff City, followed by Robert Corren, captain of Hull, even though he doesn't play very often, Carlton Cole of West Ham update, Fabio Da Silva of Manchester United, and finally we get our first insert card on the box, and it is Martin Stecklenburg, man of the match of Fulham and the Netherlands, as you can see, numbered M7, so that's nice. Right, next pack. We have Tom Huddleston game changer, followed by Emmanuel Adebayor, Stuart O'Keefe, John Flanagan of Liverpool, and Jesus Navas game changer. Right, next pack we have Aaron Ramsey, who has had a fantastic start to the season until he got injured. And we have Jordan Much, Cardiff, Per Mertesacker game changer. Then we have the young FA Youth Cup winner, Josh Murphy, the flying winger. And finally Jonas Gutierrez, star signing of Norwich City. Next pack we have Liam Ridgewell of West Bromwich Albion, followed by Stevie G, captain card there, numbered C9, followed by Gus Poyet, Fabio Borini game changer, and Roland Lamar of Swansea. Next pack we have Brian Oviedo of Everton, followed by Fraser Campbell game changer, Carl Jenkinson of Arsenal, Sebastian Besson captain of Norwich City, and finally another man the match card here, and it is numbered M18 and it's Sandro, 88 defence, 62 attack, the Brazilian of Tottenham Hotspur. Next pack we have Ricardo Vazte, Jordan Bowery, one of the youngsters from Villa, Boney of Swansea, now starting to score goals regularly now, Glenn Johnson game changer from Liverpool, and finally the man of the match of Liverpool, Simon Mignolet, 91 defence, numbered M9 there. So quite a few man of the matches coming out. Next up we have Jay Rodriguez game changer, Victor Anichibi of West Brom, Jedinak captain card, Haidera of Newcastle, and Darren Fletcher of Manchester United. Next pack we've got Raheem Sterling game changer of Liverpool, Bowery again there. Then we have the flying winger Nani, followed by Catamol of Sunderland, and finally Michael Dawson captain card of Spurs. Next pack we have out for the season Elliot Bennett of Norwich City, Aidan McGeady, star signing for Everton, Yaya Sonogo, one of the France Under-20 World Cup winning squad. Then we have John de Gigetti, probably on loan from Manchester City, I should imagine. I Don't know, but it says star signing for Stoke there. And Tony Pulis, who's doing an absolutely amazing job with Crystal Palace. Next up we have Sammy Amiobi, a Shola's brother of Newcastle. Next up, Michael Carrick, game changer of Manchester. And we have Chirichis of Spurs, centre-back from Romania. Chris Smalling. And John Stones, who has been covering up centre-back at times for Everton. Next pack, we have Ramsey, game changer again. And we have Ron Vlaar, captain card. Hanazai, there he is, the first Match Attax card for this Manchester United legend. Then we have Paul Dummett, defender from Newcastle. And Magnus Wolf Ekrem joined with Solskjaer Cardiff. Next pack we have the magnificent Giaccherini game changer card there from Sunderland. Followed by Di Michaelis of Manchester City, getting a lot of criticism in England at the moment. Then we have Antonio Valencia of Manchester United. Andy Wilkinson of Stoke. And the winger Mark Albrighton of Aston Villa. Next pack we have Alexander Kolarov, the strong left back for Manchester City. Grant Holt, star signing from Aston Villa, still yet to score. Only scored about 1 in 20 for Wigan as well, so best of luck to him. Phil Jagielka, captain card, who's had a great season for Everton. The young German, Serge Gnabry of Arsenal. And finally in the pack, it's the man of the match card, Mesut Ozil of Arsenal, numbered M1 there, 57 defence, 96 attack there. So very high stats for Mesut. Right, next pack we have Chris Brunt, captain of WBA. The old rectangle head himself, Gary Hooper, game changer there. Fabio Da Silva of Manchester. Philippe Senderos of Valencia. There he is in his Fulham kit. And Simon Mignolet, man of the match card again, M9 there, that's a duplicate. Next pack. We have the Rune, game changer. There he is, celebrating yet another goal. 50 defence, 89 attack. Fantastic card. Followed by Boney, game changer, Swansea. And then they've finally put this guy in. I quite like this guy, Berahino of West Bromwich Albion. Looks very, very quick. Per Mertesacker, game changer. And finally Stephen Ireland of Stoke. Right, next pack we have the Swedish winger from Fulham, John-Arne Riise, a veteran Norwegian from Fulham. Tim Krul, game changer. Jelavic, star signing of Hull, who are doing fantastically well under Stevie Bruce. And there it is, the Luis Suarez 100 Club, Luis Suarez 101-101. And with all the stats there in the middle there, speed, tackle, power, shoot, skill, pass, all at 101. That is mental. And as he's the only there one there, 100 Club. Very, very nice. It's a great card to pull. Right, next pack we have Hugo Lloris, a game changer, 90 defence, very, very classy keeper, so I suppose that ain't overrated. And we have Cameron Jerome. Then the Proschwitz of Hull, reserve striker. Oscar, game changer. And Stephen Naismith, who's been on a good goal scoring run recently. Next pack. We have Asiidi, game changer from Stoke, followed by Kozak. I don't think he scored all season for Lazio last year. He was absolutely terrible. Don't really know how he's getting on at Villa, as I don't really follow them, but hope he's doing better. And we have Elliot Bennett of Norwich, Aidan McGeady, star signing, on his way back from Russia to Everton, and Sonogo of Arsenal. Next pack, we have Adam Johnson, hat-trick hero. As you can see, the hat-trick heroes are only the equivalent of star signings this year. That's very, very disappointing. Dear oh dear. Next up, Phil Bardsley of Sunderland as well. Mikel Essien of Chelsea. Marion Chamakh, game changer of Crystal Palace. And finally, the captain of Norwich City, Sebastian Basson. Next pack, we have Guidetti there, star signing. Tony Pulis, Kozak, and then the new signing from Benfica, who was formerly at Chelsea anyway, Matic. And finally, the veteran striker there, Craig Bellamy, captain card for Cardiff, playing for his hometown club. Next up, we have David Mailer, a defensive midfielder at Hull, Carlos Cuela of formerly of Rangers, I believe, now of Sunderland there. Marcus Alonso, the Fiorentina fullback, on loan at Sunderland. Then we have Amalfitano of West Bromwich Albion. I would guess he's Argentinian. And next up, the fantastic fullback of Everton, attack and fullback, Seamus Coleman, 78 defence, 63 attack. Very hard done by on those stats. Surely both should be higher. Got a great future in the game. Next pack, we have Ravel Morrison, game changer, followed by John O'Shea, captain card of Sunderland, Colaccini, captain, Newcastle, Anichibi of West Brom, and Clint Dempsey's star signing. Next pack, we have John Joe Shelvey, game changer for Swansea, Jolyon Lescott, he's moving possibly abroad at the end of the season, Peter Odemwingie, Brian Ovadio, and Vasquez, the winger from Swansea, or has played at centre forward for Swansea for a few games. Next up, we have Glenn Johnson, game changer, Callum Chambers, one of the young English fullbacks from Southampton, Ryan Bennett, another young English centre back there, Vaz Tway from West Ham. And there he is, the PSG new signing, Yohan Cabaye, man of the match in his Newcastle kit, 69 defence, 86 attack, classy midfielder. Got his Champions League dream move. Next pack, we have Luis Suarez, hat-trick hero there. Ryan Shawcross, captain card for Marlon, captain of Arsenal still despite not getting in the team. Ashley Williams, captain of Swansea. And finally, Darren Fletcher of Manchester United. Next pack, we have the Kozak again, Villa, Matic, star signing, Bellamy, Scott Parker, game changer from Fulham, Jose Campana of Crystal Palace, struggling to get in the side at the moment. Next up, we have Remy, game changer, on loan from Queen's Park Rangers at Newcastle. Lewis Holtby, here he is in his Spurs kit, but he's actually playing for Fulham now, on loan. Then we have Corren, captain card, Fraser Campbell, game changer, and the fantastic Scottish keeper, Alan McGregor, game changer. Next pack, we have Kolarov, Manchester City, Per Mertesacker, Nani, Berahino, and finally it's the Baggies man of the match, Gareth McCauley, the ex-Ipswich scumbag. There he is, now managing to play Premier League football at West Bromwich Albion, numbered M19. Next up we have Nathan Redmond, game changer, the flying winger from Norwich. Stephen Naismith, Everton. Clint Dempsey, star signing, yet to see him in the Fulham shirt at the moment. Kevin McNaughton, who looks about 70. And Cameron Jerome. Next up we have Faye of Hull. The class keeper Ben Foster, game changer, formerly of Manchester United, now of West Bromwich Albion. Martin Kelly, fullback, Liverpool. Inter Milan bound Vidic, captain of Manchester United. And Pepe Mel, the former Betis manager there, now at West Bromwich Albion. Next up we have Stephen Colker, game changer, and then we have the sacked Fulham old manager there, old Manchester United coach, not very successful in his career. Carlton Cole, West Ham. Carl Jenkinson, Arsenal. And finally the slow big tall fullback Ron Vlaar, captain of Aston Villa. Next pack we have he'll shit where he wants, Jason Punchin, formerly Southampton, now Crystal Palace. Took a dump during the game, he went off in the change rooms. And we have Chris Brunt, captain card, West Brom. Gary Hooper, game changer. Da Silva of United. And Philippe Senderos of Valencia with his Fulham kit there. Next we have the magnificent JT, captain of Chelsea, and possibly one of the finest players ever to play for Chelsea, totally loyal to them. Gidura, Crystal Palace. Williamson of Newcastle. Timmy Sherwood, former Norwich player there, now manager of Tottenham. And Jussi Juskalainen, man of the match for West Ham, even though he's only a reserve nowadays. The fantastic goalkeeper Adrien playing goal for West Ham at the moment and doing a great job as well. Next up we have Begovic, game changer from Stoke City. George McCartney of West Ham. Fabian Delph, a very, very quick guy, this guy when you see him live, game changer. Jedinak, captain. And the old man Kevin McNaughton of Cardiff. Right, next up, Scotty Parker, Campana, Faye, Benny Foster and Martin Kelly. Next pack we have Lukaku, game changer of Everton on loan from Chelsea. Lescott, Odemwingie, Oviedo of Everton and Vasquez, the Spaniard. Next pack we have the bomber Nicholas Bentner of Arsenal. Enough said about him. Butner, Manchester United, I don't know if he's still there or not. Ross Barkley, game changer. Brady Hangland, captain card of Fulham. And finally the Manchester City man of the match, it's Samir Nasri with 84 attack there. Next up we have Tom Huddleston, formerly Spurs, now of Hull, game changer card. Schneiderlin, game changer from Southampton. Kyle Norton, Spurs. Hadira, Newcastle and Valencia of Manchester United. Next pack we have Vidic, captain, Pepe Mel, Andros Townsend, game changer, Sissoko of Liverpool, and Dorrans of West Bromwich Albion. Next pack we have Ridgewell, game changer, West Bromwich Albion, Holtby of Fulham, with his Spurs kit there, Corran, captain card, Hull, Campbell, game changer, and McGregor of Hull, game changer. Next up we have Callum Chambers, Southampton, Josh Murphy, Norwich, Catamol of Sunderland, Per Mertesacker, game changer, and another man the match here, and it is the former Manchester United apprentice Robbie Brady of Hull City, numbered M8. Next pack we have the fantastic striker in the Premier League there, Sergio Aguero, game changer, Manchester City, John O'Shea, captain card, McCartney, Schneiderlin, and Proschwitz of Hull. Next up, Jordan Much of Cardiff, Grant Holt, star signing, Villa, Quaylar of Sunderland, Gideoa, Crystal Palace, and finally the Netherlands left back Eric Pietes of Stoke City. Next pack we have Chris Smalling, Manchester United, Dorrans, West Brom, Solskjaer, Cardiff, Amiobi, Newcastle, and Josh Stones of Everton. Next pack we have Townsend, game, Sissoko, Liverpool, Dorrans, Vincent Kompany, the finest centre-back in the league, captain of Manchester City, and Obi Mikel of Chelsea. Next up we have the game changer, the legend from Chelsea, Frank Lamps, followed by Matty Fryatt, Roger Johnson, star signing of West Ham, I think they signed him from Wolves. There's the goal scoring captain of West Ham, Kevin Nolan, and the young kid here of full-backs really struggling in the Premier League, Declan John of Cardiff. Next pack we have Aaron Ramsey, game changer, Schneiderlin, Kyle Norton, Hadira, and Antonio Valencia. Next up we have Stuart O'Keefe, Palace, Hanazai of Manchester United, Essien of Chelsea, Kevin Nolan again, captain card, and then we have the man of the match of Norwich City, Leroy Fair, Leroy, and M13 in the Netherlands international squad. I think Strootman's keeping him out of the team at the moment. Rightly so as well, the way he's been playing lately. Next up we have Berbatov, now of Monaco. There he is in his Fulham shirt. Looks like he's actually moved a little bit on the pitch as well there. Lamar, Albrighton, Jelavic, and Stevie G captain card. Next up, the failed manager of Fulham, Carlton Cole, Jenkinson of Arsenal, Fla, Villa, and there's the next 100 club, LUIS SUAREZ. So the odds are going really well on the box. There's the second one we've pulled, that's fantastic. Working towards our sets really well here on the box. Next up we have Giaccherini, game changer, Butner of United, Phil Jagielka, Alonso, Sunderland, and Mike Williamson, the journeyman centre-back of Newcastle. Next pack is Di Michaelis, Manchester City, Fulham, Kakalinic, Shawcross, captain of Stoke City, Gus Poyet of Sunderland. And finally, Gary Medell, the big money signing for Cardiff, man of the match card there. Bet he's looking forward to Diego Costa joining the Premier League next season. They had a massive bust up, I remember, in La Liga. Next up, we have Luis Suarez hat-trick hero, Kolarov City, Per Mertesacker of Arsenal, Nani United, and Berahino of WBA. Next pack, we have got Company, Lallana, Michael Carrick, Asidi, and Kozak of Villa. Next pack, Raheem Sterling, game changer, Lamar of Swansea, Albrighton, Jelovic, and Stevie G. Next pack, we have Flanagan of Liverpool, Dummett, Newcastle, Shamak, Seb Basson, captain, and Eden Hazard, man of the match card for Chelsea. Has been absolutely amazing this season for them. There he is with 97 attack, Eden Hazard. Really nice. Next pack, we have Ravel Morrison of Queen's Park Rangers. There he is in his West Ham kit. Callum Chambers, Josh Murphy, Catamol, and Per Mertesacker. There's Godetti, star signing, Craig Bellamy, Ben Foster, Elliot Bennett, and Tony Pulis. Next up, we have the Rune game changer, Di Michaelis, Kaklinic, Shawcross, and Gus Poyet, formerly of Brighton, now Sunderland manager. Next pack, there's Sterling game changer again, Friat, Rog Johnson, Kevin Nolan, and Declan John. Next up, we have Ross Barkley, game changer for Everton, Nabry of Arsenal, Amalfitano, Timmy Sherwood, and the man of the match card, who is Danny Gabidon, the centre-back for Crystal Palace, man of the match card there. Next pack, we have John Joe Shelby, game changer, Antonio Valencia, Risa, Vermaelen, and Borini. Next packet, we have Manu Adebayor, and we have Stuart O'Keefe, Flanagan, Jesus Navas, and Benteke of Aston Villa, man the match card there, 90 attack. Struggling to score goals this season, but still a real quality player. Was scoring regularly last season, that's for certain. Next up, we have Senderos of Valencia, Vasquez, McGregor, Chris Brunt, captain card, and Stecklenburg, the man the match of Fulham. Next pack, we have Begovic, Stoke City, Ryan Bennett, of Norwich, Jonas Gutierrez, Michael Dawson, captain of Spurs, and Stephen Ireland. Next pack, we have Valencia of Manchester United, Risa, Vermaelen, Borini, and finally there's the third. That puts the odds in our favour at the moment. Luis Suarez 100 club again. That's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. One in every 38 packets. So that's the three there, which we should have. There should have been 117 packets according to my maths. Although that might be not be right. Correct me if I'm wrong. 1 in every 38 for Suarez, and I have 3. Rooney game changer, Hangeland, Mailer, JT and Bomber, Nicholas Bentner. Next up we have Company, Obi Mikel, Dossena, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Lallana captain. So I've been impressed with the ratios here. We seem to be beating the ratios. Here we have Remy, Wilkinson, Krul, Williams and Darren Fletcher. And not so impressed with the design of the cards, especially not the game changers. Then we have Redmond, as you can see there, Lescott, Lewis Holtby, Fulham, the Fulham sack manager, and Hooper. Next pack we got Vazte, Bowery, Boney, Glenn Johnson, game changer of Liverpool, and Sandro, man of the match from Tottenham Hotspur. Next pack we have Berber, game changer, Wilkinson, Krul, Williams and Valencia. Followed by the next pack we have Vlar, Hanazai, Manchester United, Dummett, Wolf Ekrem and Dejan Lovren, man of the match of the Saints. Next pack we have Redmond game changer again, Jordan Much, Per Mertesacker, Josh Murphy and Gutierrez again from Norwich City. Next pack we have Winston Reid, Andros Townsend, Amiobi, Carrick and Chirichez. Probably haven't pronounced that right, but never mind. Followed by Scott Parker, Kelly, Liverpool, McGeady, Kozak and Campana. Next packet we have Aguero game changer, Odin Wingy, Corren, Carlton Cole and Da Silva. Next pack we have Kolka, Cameron Jerome, Prosciutz, Oscar game changer of Chelsea and Stephen Naismith of Everton. Next pack we have Bardsley, Michael Essien, Shamak, Ron Vlar and finally Stephen Fletcher of Sunderland, man the match there. Next up we have Kolarov, Holt, Jagielka, Nabry and Mignolet, again the Liverpool man the match there, very nice. Done really well for Liverpool this season as well, the keeper. Especially trying to replace Rayner, who's a decent keeper. Next up we have Aguero, Bowery, Nani, Catamol and Dawson. Next pack we have Punchin of Crystal Palace, Stevie G, captain of Liverpool, Poyet, Borini and Lamar. Next pack we got Vidic, Sanogo, Matic, Faye and Pepe Mel, the Baggies manager. Next up we have Guzan, game changer, Oviedo, Campbell, Jenkinson and Basson captain card. Next pack we have Smalling, Stones, Asiidi, Andros Townsend Game Changer, and John Obi Mikel of Chelsea. Next pack we have Frankie Lamps Game Changer, John O'Shea, Colaccini, Anichivi, and Clint Dempsey. Next pack we have Mailer, Hull, Cuellar, Alonso, Amalfitano, and finally again the PSG Man of the Match of Newcastle here shirt, M12 Yohan Cabaye. Next packet we have John, Navas, Wolf Cream, Fryer, and Medel of Cardiff City Man of the Match again. Next pack we have Lukaku Game Changer, Di Michaelis of Manchester City, Valencia, Wilkinson, and Albrighton. Next pack it's Guzan, Boni, Berahino, Mertesacker, and Stephen Ireland. Coming to the end of the box now. And we have Winston Reid, Chiriches, Sissoko, Dossena, and Andros Townsend Game Changer. So I think we have, so we have 4 more packets to go to open. Let's see what we get in those 4. And it is Huddleston, McCartney, Fabian Delph, Jedinak, and McNaughton of Cardiff City. Next up we have Adebayor Spurs, Vlar, Bardsley, Johnson, and Ben Davies, the Swansea Man of the Match. It's definitely the first time we've pulled that card, so that's good news. Next up we have Lloris Game Changer, Glenn Johnson, Callum Chambers, Ryan Bennett, and Ricardo Vazte. And in the final pack we have, as you can see, we have Kozak, Elliot Bennett, Aidan McGeady, Sonogo, and Guidetti of Stoke City. So I hope you've enjoyed that massive booster box opening there. 500 cards which were in 100 packets, all within this booster box here of the YouTube premiere of the Topps Match Attax Extra trading card collection. Don't forget to give the video a massive thumbs up, guys. And of course I'll see you guys all in the next video, but until then, arrivederci.